What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about the fact that these golden tickets are not what we expected. It's not what we thought they would be. EA Sports always goes out of their way to surprise us in very, very bad ways, and I'm not sure why they do that to the consumer, but it's actually very, very interesting with the way that they've done this. All right, so we're going to go over some of the things that I just believe, generally is really, really bad for the way that they did it. Now, the number one thing that they did is, without warning, they raised this up from 29,000 to 55,000. And pretty much I had some, clips earlier when I was live on stream where you were seeing what you were getting. A lot of silver strat cards. Some of you guys did have success. I got horror stories of over 2 million training, no limiteds, no golden tickets, whatever. It's still the luck of the draw, but it's just a fact of the way that they try to, pretty much get money out of the people that are investing in the game all the time. Even with everything that they've done throughout the year, they're still going wild with this foolishness. All right, so the number one pack that I've seen that people have tweeted me or that they've told me that they've been getting the golden tickets from are from the variety pack, but because the cost is so much more, it depends on where you are with it. If you would rather go ahead and just spend and save and buy it, or if you're just one of those people that want to pull it. The other situation is this: the select offers. I've seen people pull it from the Endgame Elite Pack, the Pro Endgame Elite Pack, the Overtime Pack. I don't think it really matters as much as many people think, but the way that everything works out, right? It's very, very difficult for people to understand where to go, when they're looking to pull golden tickets, as opposed to just going and buying the golden ticket. So let me give you guys some insight, right? I just ended up going ahead and buying Randy Moss for 2 million because I already knew that his card is still going to hold the value. I will tell you this also: Matthew Stafford is the worst golden ticket that I've seen thus far this year. I think it's one of the worst things in Madden history as far as golden tickets. It should have never been released. The card sucks. All right. Everything else about this promo, as far as how you get them, is also pretty interesting. But like I told you guys before, anybody that makes a running back, something's wrong with them. So let's just go over what's happening. Somebody made a Hassan Haskins. Now, because these cards do not get, the automatic light on ability, whatever it is, it doesn't really make any sense to invest in these cards, because I try to explain to you guys, he got 99 break tackle, he got 99 truck. Those attributes mean nothing. The game is based off abilities. So a player that has 70 break tackle, that has an ability that helps them break tackles, is going to be better than an attribute with the break tackle. The days of those Maddens where these attributes actually mattered are long gone, guys. So this card is absolutely garbage. All right, so when I was telling you that the golden tickets are going to vary and that you guys would be able to get the cheaper ones, this is what I meant, like LaShawn McCoy and stuff like that. Now, if you're building a theme team and these cards are useful for you, okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I would just be very, very careful with it. Also, Matthew Stafford, I bought him for 1.8 and I sold him for 1.1. So they're going up, they're coming down, they're going up, they're going down. But this card is absolutely garbage. It sucks. The release on the card is so bad. Everything about it is just awful. So I would tell you guys to probably stay away from that. As a matter of fact, I'll show you guys my most recent sales in a second, so you guys can more or less see what's going on. The next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was this one right here, right? J-Ron Curse. Now, I went back and got a Woodson with 0 Acrobat, 0 AP Acrobat, and 1 AP Deep Out. Because pretty much what's happening with the way that everything else worked out, I just felt that it was worth it for me to just use a corner at safety right now rather than pay 1.69 for a Dallas Cowboy. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't feel like doing that. But he does get 2 0 AP abilities, and that's the benefit right now. Will he play better than, Charles Woodson? I don't know. But I didn't want to spend like 1.69. At one point, he was down low. We got to see if his price will go down a little bit more before we actually budge on that. I just got to, take a look at it. You got to be careful with it, bro, because once you spend it, it's pretty much a wrap. Then you go down to Randy Moss, right? His price is probably going to come down back to about 2 mil, 1 point whatever. But because he's 6'4" and he's built the way that he is with 99 tackle, even though, like I said, it doesn't matter. He got trucked by a guy with no trucking earlier, but he will pick you off. He will definitely do that. So there's a lot that's happening right now simultaneously with the way that everything is working out. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys, my previous auction so you guys know what's happening with it. Right here, you'll see that I had to get rid of Derrick Henry because he sucked. And then Matthew Stafford, I sold him for 1.1, but I bought him for like 0 something? I don't remember what I bought him for. Yeah, 1.09. So whatever goes on within the game itself, you have to be very, very smart about the way you're going to utilize your coins, because as they start to break out more and more golden tickets, the game is going to get more and more ridiculous. So just understand that this is why I'm explaining it to you the way that it works. Now, as far as getting the free golden ticket from EA Sports from doing challenges or whatever else EA Sports is going to be offering us, they have not announced that yet. Usually they always announce it when they drop the first round, like, yo, you're going to have to do this, and then eventually you'll get a golden ticket. I have no idea why they're hiding that information. It realistically just doesn't make any sense what they're doing right now, but that's something that they're choosing to do at this moment. And regardless of that situation, it really just does not matter. Okay, so here we go right now with the way that we're working this out. Okay, 0 AP Acrobat, he gets 0 AP Pick Artist, and then we give him Deep Out Zone KO. But that's not what makes him really, really good. He's 6'4". So when people throw quick high passes, if you click on, because I have Pick Artist on him, I had to forego that with the other cards because I wasn't able to afford it with the new AP thing. Now you can afford it. The only thing that I would want on his card would be the flat zone. That's it. That's the only other thing I would want to add, but it'll still be 2 AP, and that'll still be expensive. But the 0 AP abilities are pretty cool for his card. Now, as far as the hit power that he has, 99, his press is 99. He will, with certain defensive formations in zone, hold your player longer. Not even with cover 2, cover 3. Like, they'll press. There's certain defenses that I've gone against and certain defenses that I've figured out how to really press in those other zones, and it does matter with the press. All right, as far as like attributes go, because if they have a weaker press, they'll just run by them easier with those streaks. So be very, very careful with the way that works out going forward with it. But I do think that with release 1, he is the best golden ticket that's available at this time. All right, I think he's the best for this week. As far as like the remix players and stuff like that, I'll give you a little bit of insight into it. But for most of the things that are going on within the game, you're gonna have to kind of quick sell other players to get the other. It's sort of like they gave us the new currency with the remix currency, but it's pretty much training. The way that training started off, and you could just go ahead and get these players by playing through the field pass and then upgrading them by getting other players on the auction house or grinding the challenges to upgrade it. But there's really nothing crazy to really talk about with the remix players, because most of them are trash and they don't really get like decent 0 AP abilities. But with the field pass, I just want to let you guys know, as you play through the field pass, the reward at the end is going to be that Demaryius Thomas. That's a 99, so it's worth it to go through it to get that, because I do believe he's going to be a pretty decent card. Same thing with the objectives. You got to play challenges. You got to get stats done. You got to do house rules, solo battles, all that stuff. Or head-to-head games, whichever one that you want to do. But as they roll out more of the Theme Team Remix, you're going to be able to get more XP. But it's very, very similar to what the Backyard Ballers were. So it's nothing really to go crazy about. If there is a card that you find enticing, go ahead and grab it. Make the currency by getting the other cards, quick selling them, and just upgrading the cards that you want. But again, I don't really see a big deal with it. Now, with the house rules, the legend theme teams do not count as of right now to get into it. It appears that only regular theme teams can play for you to be able to get that 99 overall Lester Hayes. So we would have to make a theme team in order to make this work, because they're not counting the Legends theme team as a theme team. Will EA Sports change that? I don't know. But if you're having difficulty being able to get into that part, that is why. All right? So both of those things being dropped on the same day, and the price ranges of the cards is exactly what I told you what they would be. You go back to my previous videos, I told you 2 mil would be about where it is, and the trashier cards would be a lot less. The running backs, nobody wants them. The AKA player, still the best AKA player in the game is Flash, and that's ultimately all that it is. So if you don't have Flash, you're not doing it right. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it. So let me know the golden tickets that you got. What luck did you have with certain packs? Was it training variety? Like, what was it? Leave it in the comments. Other than that, you guys enjoy your day. Stay well, stay blessed. Until next time. One love, y'all.